Hello everyone, welcome back to the latest update series of Drishti IAS. This is Divya Kavatra and today we are meeting to discuss a very important update, that is Global Passport Index. That's right, we have a new Global Passport Index and let's see what the rankings are. Where does the globe stand and where does India stand, and what are the reasons for particular rankings that every country has received. Alright, let's find out about it. And as we can see, the fifth annual edition of Global Passport Index is out. European countries, as usual, have dominated the index, and in that we can see 9 out of world's top 10 strongest passports belong to European countries. 9 out of top 10 are European. 9 out of top 10 countries are European. We'll find out which is the one country that is non-European. Which is the one non-European country, we'll find that out, right? And unlike traditional passport rankings, this particular ranking, what is so special about this? This primarily focuses on visa-free travel, and the Global Passport Index evaluates passports' overall value by factoring in global mobility, investment opportunities, and quality of life. It doesn't just focus on visa-free travel. It also focuses on these other points, that is global mobility, that is investment opportunities, and that is quality of life in general, right? That's why this passport index is considered a little bit more important in general, right? If you want to get specific data, maybe other passports indexes are considered, but this one in general is considered to be very important, all right? Let's see what the rankings are. Let's see where the rankings stand. The Eurocentric dominance that we can see, European nations have absolutely dominated, and in that we can see the top 10, 9 out of 10 are European. Let's see who are those. Number 1 is Sweden, as always. Then we have Switzerland, Finland, Germany, Netherlands, and Denmark. Okay, 2 positions are here. Then we have Ireland, then we have United Kingdom, then we have Norway, and finally Singapore. So do you understand which is the only non-European country here? The only non-European country in the list is Singapore. Yes, these are the top 10. Well, obviously India is not here. India is not here. So let's find out, where does India stand? Where does India stand? First of all, let's see why Sweden won number 1. Why did Sweden get number 1? Right. Let's see that. It had scored high because rather than just one category, they've ranked 11th in mobility, 9th in investment, 2nd in overall quality life. That's why in this aggregate, they have come to 1. What is the GPI formula? Like, how do you calculate this? How can you calculate quality of life, right? So what formula or what method does GPI use to calculate all that? Let's see. Unlike the traditional rankings that only look at visa-free destinations, they have given values to each part, right? 25% for mobility, 50% for mobility, 25% for investment, and 25% for quality of living, all right? These are the 3 weighted pillars under which GPI measures the qualities. Clear? All right. Where does India stand now? Where does India stand now? India holds 125th spot. 125th spot out of 200 countries. How many countries were evaluated here? 200 countries were evaluated, and among them, India stood at 125. Okay. In overall, in isolate categories, we can see in mobility, we are at 135th, and in quality of life, we are at 118th, but overall position is 125. Overall ranking is 125. Please remember that. And then if we compare this with Henley Index, okay, we have Henley Passport Index also. You must have heard the name. Remember, these two are not the same. Global Passport Index and Henley Passport Index are different. In fact, we have 3 major passport indexes, right? We have 3 major passport indices. We'll talk about them. But for now, just understand all 3 are different. Not all the passport indexes are same. We have multiple passport indices. Clear? All right. If we compare with Henley Index on a separate mobility on Henley Passport Index in July, India ranked 80th. Okay. Under Henley Index, India ranked 80th on mobility. While here in mobility, we stand on 135th. Huge difference in the ranking, right? Huge difference in the ranking. Now, it gives Indian citizens visa-free or visa on arrival access to 56 destinations, mainly in Asia, Africa, Caribbean and the Pacific. However, the advanced visa are still required for US, UK and most of Europe. Alright, that is the condition of India in GPI, as well as we have done a comparison with the Henley report that recently came out in July 2026 itself. We have also seen the Henley Passport Index report, and in comparison to that, we had 80th position and now we have 125th overall, and in mobility we have 135th. Alright, remember these rankings? Yes, can you do that? Number 1 is Sweden. Number 1 is Sweden. Okay, at least you should know top 5, and if you're not able to learn top 5, at least learn top 3. Sweden, Switzerland, Finland. Okay, Sweden, Switzerland, Finland, Germany, Netherlands and Denmark. Germany, Netherlands and Denmark. That is the sequence. However, please learn at least for top 3, Sweden, Switzerland and Finland. India's position, 125th overall. How do they measure? 3 pillars. What are the 3 pillars? Enhanced mobility, investment and quality of living. Is that clear? Yes? Alright. Let's move forward and understand what are the other 3 major passport indices that we use other than Global Passport Index. First of all, obviously we have Global Passport Index that is published by Global Citizen Solutions. Please remember that it is published by Global Citizen Solutions. This is an investment migration consultancy. It has a holistic index, mobility plus economy plus lifestyle, that we have already seen. Another one is Henley Passport Index, with whom we have compared this. Alright. This is published by Henley and Partners. It is the oldest, most traditional index focusing purely on visa-free or visa on arrival access traveling. That's it. They focus just on travels, like how easy the travel is, how easily can you get the visa, or either earlier or visa on arrival, and on that basis they measure this. Yeah. Third one we have is just Passport Index. Just normally Passport Index, no global, no Henley, just Passport Index. This is published by Art and Capital. Updates real time and uses word openness score based on visa characteristics. They give a word openness score, and this is a real time evaluation, on time, any time. It keep getting updated according to the new policies, according to the new incidents. It keeps getting updated. That is Passport Index. Alright, so we have understood about 3 indices, that is Global Passport Index, Henley Passport Index and just Passport Index. Yeah, clear? These are the major passport indices. Alright, if we take a global comparison, in terms of GPI, Sweden tops, India has 125th. In terms of Henley Passport Index, Singapore tops and India has 75th. In mobility, we have 85th. Then Passport Index, United Arab Emirates, 65th position, real-time measurement, right? Real-time measurement. Clear? Yes? This is the global comparison regarding other passport indices. All right. Based on this, we have a question for you based on the topic of Global Passport Index. Read the question. Let us know your answer in the comment section. Okay. Let us know your answer in the comment section. All right. Other than this, I have a question for you. Please let us know in the comment section. What kind of passports does India have? Like, how many kinds of passports are there in India, and what does each passport stand for? How many types of passports are there in India, and what does each one stand for, or who can get each one? Like everybody, some particular people, how does it work? Okay, just let us know in the comment section the number of kinds of passports that India has and the utility. All right. Okay, that's about it. Thank you so much for joining in, and we'll see you in the next session. Till then, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.